What's up, everyone? I'm back again with another quarter bag today. Excited to get into this one, but I'm a little bit hesitant. I don't know what I'm going to be able to find. I don't know if it's going to be a decent one or not. The teller actually told me today that they've been letting somebody swap out his search bags for their bags that they pull off their coin machine. And they said he's there almost every day, swapping his searched bags out for theirs. So they claim he hasn't searched through this one, but I don't know. They said he goes to a lot of branches and he does this all the time. Maybe somebody forgot to mark it, because they do mark it with an X when he goes through it, I guess. So hopefully there's something to be found in here. I'm pretty bummed about that person swapping out all the bags. I then asked the teller if I could do that, and she said no, they're making an exception just for this guy. So pretty disappointing, but hopefully there's something decent in here. I hope I can get on a W. Let's cut into the bag and see what we can find. This is absolutely nuts, guys. If you've seen my last quarter bag video, I found my first West Point. I believe it was 4 quarters into the bag that I had searched through. This time we're gonna find one even quicker than that. I picked up this AMP, American Memorial Park, flipped it around, and we have a West Point. And this is the most valuable West Point of them all. This fetches anywhere from like $20 to $30 online on eBay. So that's an awesome find right there. I don't think the guy that's been switching these bags out has gotten to this one, thank God. I think we're gonna have a decent bag here. Even if we end it with just that West Point, that is still a good bag in my book. West Points are getting rare to find, so if I can even get one out of a bag, I'm happy with it. That's awesome. Let's keep at it. Check that out, guys. I haven't had a chance to look at this one's reverse. I wanted to do it live with you guys. But we do have another West Point. This one is going to be another 2019 because we do not have a V75 privy. That is incredible. We're probably not even a fifth of the way through the bag, so there's the potential for a lot of West Points to be in this bag. Although I have found West Points in these bags are pretty random. They just, like, sometimes you'll find a few of them early on in the bag, then you'll find nothing else. So you never know what else we'll find here. But let's hope we have another American Memorial Park. Let's hope for a valuable one here. And we have a War in the Pacific. I haven't found one of these in a while. It's pretty awesome, guys. We are at 2 West Points, and they are both from 2019. Really nice stuff right there. This is crazy, guys. I think I have a silver quarter near the bottom of the bag here. Haven't been many finds this whole bag. I only got the 2 W's and a few minor finds that I'll show later, but I wasn't expecting anything else in this bag, especially silver. It's been so tough to find lately, especially with the quarters. They're always harder to find than any other denomination in silver like this. So let's take a look and see what we have here. Hopefully it's kind of an older one. So we do have the D mint mark on the reverse. It is going to be a silver quarter. And it's a 64. It's pretty worn. Definitely been around for a while. But I'm really happy with that, guys. You don't find silver quarters too often when you're hunting quarters. And now we got W's and quarters for this bag. It's been a good bag. Let's keep at it. See if we can get anything else good. Just finished up the bag, and I made a find at the very end that I wanted to show everyone. I have actually never found any of these 2021P Tuskegee Airmen quarters with any errors on them. I always check for the burning building strike through over here, which is a strike through right over this building. Have never found it. It's a tough one to find. Probably around the same value as the Crown quarters, anywhere from like 50 to 100 bucks on those. But on this one, I did notice on the head right here, we are going to have a little die chip. I've never actually found anything like that on these quarters before. You can see it right there. Nice little lump on top of the goggles. And there's also a little something going on right there. That's probably also part of the die chip. So pretty cool find right there. I will definitely hold on to that. Happy to have my first ever error with these. You can even see it with the naked eye. It's pretty noticeable on top of his goggles there. So pretty awesome. We got that. And then the more minor errors that I haven't shown throughout the video so far. We've got a spinning horse right here. This one is not in great shape, so I didn't I didn't decide to show this one. Let's look at it under the scope here real quick. That is definitely a die crack going through Caesar. This one actually goes all the way to the edge of the coin. Let's see if it goes beyond the horse's head this way. I don't see anything going on up there. They're really nice ones. The die crack will go up this way a little bit. But still a nice lengthy die crack there. Cool find. We've got the extra leaf die chip. I'm just gonna go ahead and show these all under the scope. I got it really magnified right now, so if anyone doesn't know what I'm referring to when I'm talking about these errors, now you will. So there's gonna be the die chip right there. It's right underneath the cactus, and you would see usually a JM right here, the designer's initials of the coin, and the first letter is almost completely covered in a die chip. You can only see the M right there. So pretty cool find. It's not super valuable, maybe worth a few bucks, but I still keep them. This is pretty minor, but I will go ahead and show this one as well. Just got a little tiny die chip right here. That is going to be a Drooling George on the mouth of Washington on the obverse. Pretty small die chip. I've definitely found bigger ones before, but for whatever reason, these 2022 and 2021 die chips, I have not been finding as much lately. I used to find a bunch of these in every bag and box I would search. I haven't found a good amount of them in a while, but I did find one this hunt. Let's try to find the die chip here. Yep, right on top of Washington's hat right there. That's going to be a little bird's nest die chip. And I have found quite a few of the crowns where there's a big die chip going all the way up here. And those are pretty valuable. This one, again, is maybe worth a few dollars. So with that being said, you guys just saw those. We're gonna put those to the side and I will bring out the better finds. Just like the last quarter bag I went through, this was a good one. And I haven't had many good quarter bags in a while, so I'm very happy to be on this hot streak again right now. We ended up getting 2 West Point quarters, both for 2019. We got a War in the Pacific. Haven't found too many of those lately. And a really tough one to find is the American Memorial Park. This is probably anywhere from a $20 to $30 quarter. It's in pretty decent shape, and that is the most expensive West Point you can buy, so very happy with that one. And somehow we ended up getting a silver quarter as well. I believe this is only silver quarter number 2 for 2023, so they have been really hard to find. Actually, believe it or not, I probably have, between this year and 2022, I probably have more crown die chip errors than I do silver quarters that I found in quarter bags and boxes and such. Right around the same amount, actually. I think last year I had like 17 silver quarters. That's probably about how many crowns I've found, so maybe not that many, but at least like 14 or 15. Pretty close number there, but that's going to be it for this bag. Since there weren't too many finds, I'm probably going to try to get out and get another bag for this one, or at least get, a box if I'm able to, or some customer wraps. Boxes have been tough to get lately, but I want to get back on those again. I know a couple branches that might be able to get one for me, so either way, I will be back with more quarters and hopefully more good finds. All right, guys, I am back with another quarter bag. I'm pretty excited to dig into this one here. I actually was planning on going out and getting a $half bag today. I've been wanting to get my silver up, and I really could use a collection dump. $half typically give me the most collection dumps, but no luck there. The branch that I visited today, I was hoping they would have a full bag or close to a full bag that I could top off, but they did not. They had not many $half at all in their bags, so I missed that one. But we still got a quarter bag, and that's good because we can do a second bag for this video. Hopefully there's some more finds in here. We didn't get a ton of finds in the last hunt, but it was a really good one. So I'm hoping the luck keeps up. We did have a few skunk bags recently, but the last couple have been really good. So hopefully that streak continues. I hope we can find some W's, hopefully a crown. And always, silver will be nice. We'll see if we can do it. But I'm gonna cut this bag open and I'll bring you guys in for the first find. You guys see what I'm seeing right there? Just unveiled a silver rim. We've got a silver quarter. That is awesome, guys. I wasn't actually expecting to find silver in this bag. I didn't see any on the outside, and silver quarters are very hard to find, but we do have one. And that gets me really excited because that means nobody's been through this bag. I mentioned after the first bag or during the first bag that somebody has been going around to the establishment where I'm getting these bags from and swapping out his search through bags with bags that had just filled up. So I have been worried the last couple times I'd get one of his bags because I have gotten a couple skunk bags before that I think were from the guy. This isn't going to be one of those, so let's see what we have. I'm assuming it's going to be, make a little sandwich here. I'm assuming it's probably going to be 60s. It looks pretty new, so let's take a look. Look at the reverse first. We got a D mint mark, and it is a 64. That's pretty awesome though, guys. That is silver quarter number 3 for the year, and it's number 2 so far for this 2-bag hunt. Very happy to see that. Hopefully I can find at least one more or some W's. That would make this a great bag. Second find is going to be a florin. I can see it sticking out right here, 2001. And this one is a Panamanian quarter. We got the Balboa Warrior on the one side here. I believe that's the reverse, I'm not too sure. But pretty cool design on that. I've always liked these. So that's pretty cool. That is going to be our second find, and we pretty much just started. I've only rolled up 3 rolls worth, so this could be a fun bag. I am looking forward to the next find. This is crazy, guys. A little bit further in the bag, I am seeing another silver rim. This is going to be silver number 2. Blows my mind. I haven't had a quarter bag with more than 1 silver in a very long time. So we've got it out of the bag here. Let's go ahead and reveal this. I think it'll be 60s again. Let's take a look. No way. You gotta be kidding me, guys. This is just a plated quarter. I thought that was a silver proof at first. I don't know why that tricked me so good. That really did look silver to me for a minute. That is a bummer. I'll take it as a miscellaneous find though. That got me really good. I don't know how I couldn't tell. Looking at it now, it does almost look Canadian. That sucks. Well, you can't win them all. Got a pretty neat find here. So I found a few 2023 quarters with the die chip on the nose. Actually, recently I found one that had a really big die chip. That one was actually found in my change. But this one looks like it's got like a smaller die chip that's about to form into the bigger one. If you look, it's kind of like floating above the nose. So that is an earlier stage of that die chip. And I think, yeah, that's just some kind of staining on the reverse. There is some kind of strike through, I believe, up by this plane that you should look for. I am not sure if it's a strike through. I've only seen pictures of it. I haven't read up on it at all, but it looked like a strike through. And that's the most valuable one that's being found on these 2023 quarters right now. So definitely one to look out for. I've been looking on every one of these for that strike through. So keep an eye out for it, guys. Other than the crown airs, this is going to be one of the best airs I've found in a while. Don't come across these too often. We've got a Colorado 2006 state quarter with a pretty nice cut on the rim right here. You can see that metal filling in around that rim there. Colorado is a pretty common one to find these kind of cuds on. I mean, they don't show up a lot, but when cuds do show up, it's typically this one on the state quarters or the 2005 West Virginia. But I haven't found one of these in quite some time, so I'm really happy to see that. And it's been a while since I've checked up on these on eBay. I don't know what they're selling for right now, but if I were to guess, I would say probably around the $10 to $15 range. So pretty awesome find right there. That will definitely go with the keepers. Let's keep at it. These 2023 Bessie Coleman quarters are popping up left and right. They're just everywhere in this bag. I got a bunch of them over in this area right here, and I actually did spot a couple with that die chip error on the nose. Got this one here, 2023P. You can see the little die chip right there. And we've got another right here with the same nose die chip. Pretty cool. We got a double error find right there. Happy to have that. Look what we've got here, guys. We have a West Point quarter. And this one was actually reverse facing, so I know what it's going to be. It's a 2019, and we are going to have a Lowell. And this one is in pretty good shape. The reverse is looking pretty perfect, and the obverse unfortunately has a couple small scratches, but it's still in good shape. And this was the first 2019 W quarter that was minted, so that's pretty awesome, guys. I'm happy to be on the board with a West Point. So now we have silver and a W. It's looking like it's gonna be a good bag. I'm probably not even halfway done, so hopefully we've got some more W's. I would love to have 2. If I could get more than that, that would be a miracle. Hopefully it can happen though. That would be a great bag. Pretty nice error find I just picked up. We've got a 2022P nose die chip. Like I've said in the past, this is the new generation of die chips. This is what I've been finding. But this is one of the nicer ones, I would say. Not to the level of being a crown, but like it's a bit bigger than the you know, the normal die chips you usually find. So that's pretty cool. I haven't looked at the reverse. I'm thinking it is probably Wilma Mankiller. That's the one I've been finding the most. So let's take a look. It is a Wilma Mankiller. Cool. I might be trying to sell some of these off on eBay. I have so many of them, and I don't like just hoarding rolls and rolls and rolls of these things. I like stacking silver. The minor errors, not so much. I like them. I don't see a point in hoarding them, so I might be putting some of these on eBay. Definitely gonna be trying to sell some rolls of these. Wanted to give a quick little update on some of the more minor finds. I'm finding a ton of the smaller die chips, so many that I just haven't been recording them. I'm just throwing them to the side, putting them in this pile, and I think I'll just periodically update you guys on all of the die chips that I'm finding and everything. So these I've got a scope. I'm just putting the 2022P Maya Angelus to the side so I can scope them for the DDR. On the reverse, you want to look for that doubled earring. But as far as these, we've got a Drooling George right here. We've got a bunch of the 2023P nose die chips. They're just really tiny ones that aren't anything too significant. There's another one right there. 2022P Drooling George. We did actually get a couple of the Bird's Nest die chips on the 2021P crossing the Delaware, so that was pretty cool. And we have a bit of some floating snow on the roof on this homestead. There's a small die chip floating in the air above the roof there. Sometimes you find them like that for some reason. They're not, the die chips aren't right on the roof. They'll just be floating above it. And we've got, I might have already gone over this one, but another Drooling George. So tons of errors. I mean, we have all those, and these are the better finds over here. So we're doing well. This has been a great bag, and I hope we can continue making good finds here. Well, we are going to have a second West Point for this bag. I'm really happy to see that. I was kind of worried we would end with one. We're getting close to the end here. I've got a lot of rolls filled up, but we did come away with the second one. I haven't seen the reverse yet. It would be in pretty amazing shape, but there are some pretty severe scratches on the obverse. So let's see what we have. Hopefully it's a Marsh Billings. That's the best one from 2020. And it's a Salt River Bay. That's still awesome. That is the second West Point of this bag. We have been finding a lot of West Points lately. Pretty cool. Just cleaning up the bottom of the bag here. We don't have a lot left, but we do have at least one more find. We're gonna have a proof quarter. It's pretty beat up. It's definitely a state quarter from the looks of it. It's definitely been in circulation for a while. Let's see what we got. It's gonna be a 1999 Delaware. I have found none of these that I know of. I don't really think I've ever found one of these at all. It's too bad we can't find the spitting horse on that. That would be pretty cool to have that on a proof. The proofs are going to be a lot higher quality, so there is not a chance that we would find anything like that. It's still cool to have a proof, though. We're getting a pretty crazy variety of finds here. I haven't shown you guys the die chips in a while, but we've got a pretty big pile of those going. Also, didn't bring you guys in for these because they are in pretty rough shape, but we do have two Ingadwi Rust 2005P Kansas quarters. This one's not great. I mean, the tee's just like a little bit, you know, hard to see there, but I think this one was a little bit better. Yeah, if we get in the light here, it's not a bad one. So 2 Ungodly Rust quarters and a ton of die chips. I'll go over these in detail in the wrap up. We've just been finding a ton of them with smaller die chips, but still wanted to pull them aside. These, like I think I said this earlier in the video, I'm scoping all of these for the DDR, the double D-ring. So these I haven't checked yet. I'll go through those once I'm done rolling all of this up. That is going to be a wrap on that bag. It was a really fun bag. We got away with silver, we got away with a couple W's, and some pretty nice errors. This was my favorite, the Colorado Cud State quarter. Got a nice die chip here on this 2022P. This one I didn't end up filming, but we have an extra cactus leaf on this 2008 Arizona. Panama quarter, Delaware proof. This was that plated quarter that tricked me out. I'm still mad about that. I could have had 2 silver quarters this hunt. I thought I did. Then we've got the little floating die chip on the Homestead quarter above the roof there. We got a bunch of like more minor errors. These 2 are going to be the Ungodly Rust right here. And the rest of these are going to be different kinds of die chips. On these 3 here we have the, so this one actually I didn't end up filming. This is, can never think of the name of this error, a Die Clash. I don't know why that always slips in my mind. I think this is a Die Clash. I've heard about these before, and I have found quite a few of them. They sell for about as much as those Bird's Nest die chips, so not super valuable, but still pretty cool to find. You can see that little thing in front of his face there. That is actually going to be part of an impression of the obverse that got flipped around. We just got some Bird's Nest right here. This one's up near the front of the hat. We have another one near the middle of the hat, which is kind of unique. And then the one that I usually find near the end of the hat right there. And a bunch of nose die chips here on both the 2023 Bessie Coleman and some 2022 quarters. They're just little tiny ones. All these ones down here, you can just see them right there on the nose. 2023, 2022. This one actually was a Drooling George. Nose die chip, nose die chip, nose die chips, Drooling George, nose die chip, Drooling George again. That's a lot of finds. I haven't actually counted them. I guess I can do this in my head right now. So we've got 28 finds out of this bag. That's pretty crazy, guys. Now, most of them are going to be like the more minor die chip errors, but I mean, 4 really good finds out of the bag is pretty great. And I would consider the proof to be a good find, this a good find, this a good find. We did pretty well. So I think I'm going to wrap it up with this. I could have made this a super long video if I filmed every minor error. I didn't want to do that to you guys. But we got a good amount of finds, so I am happy with this being a video. So thank you all for watching. I'm definitely going to keep sticking to these quarter bags. They're panning out pretty good for me here. But I do want to get my silver count up, so I am going to be trying to get some half dollars. I've been choking on these bags. I keep missing the $50 bags and end up regretting it, having to settle for the quarter bags. But, you know, I'm content. We got some good finds here. So expect more bag hunts soon. Thank you all for watching. If you appreciated the video, I would appreciate a like, subscription, comment, whatever you want to do for me, just to show me you guys are watching the channel and to get other people to watch it. And I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you on the next one.